Hello and welcome to my studio. I'm Jessie and this is the Knit Up and Dye podcast, episode 114, Ups and Downs. As always, I'm going to start with my thank yous. Special thank you goes out to all of my subscribers, both new and ongoing. I love you guys. What you see here is all about you, and I'm always looking to hear from you about what you want to see. Special love and thanks go out to Leanne, Nancy, Amy, Tooney, Tara, Diane, Allison, Barbara, Adriana, Wayne, Patricia, Lisalete, Cappy, Kath, Jorge, Benty, Christy, Neetsy, Charlotte, Roseanne, Linda, Marie, Eve, David, Donna, Betty Ann, Scott and John, Kate, Janet and Terry at Unwound, Monica, Carolyn, Nicole, Nancy, and Rachel. Much love goes out to my Zoom family, Robert, Juanita, Paula, Brian, Jen, Elizabeth, Katie, Shirley, Roz, Nicole, and Jamie. I'm sorry, you guys. I'll be back soon. I promise. I've just been too busy. A warm hello and thank you go out to all of my patrons. You make this possible, and that means the world to me. Thank you. Life. We're headed into soup season. It's September, and I love soup. Especially soups that come fresh out of my garden. This morning we pulled a couple of heirloom squashes that we grew this year. I don't remember the name of them. It's one of those ancient seeds. We buy these organic heirloom varieties, and we raise everything from seed. And we raise this year squash and tomatoes and chilies and carrots and peas, and we eat very heavily out of our garden every year. And this morning we pulled these squashes and I roasted them up, and we pulled some tomatoes and peeled those all out, and some chilies and roasted and peeled those, and I made a giant batch of soup that I'm gonna divvy all up and freeze so I have it for quick grab lunches and easy dinners. And there's nothing better than a hearty bowl of soup on a dreary day or a cold winter day, and I'm so excited to have that opportunity, and that it came from our garden. It tastes better. It's made with love. It's grown with love, and that I can just reheat it and have a meal is the best. I love that. Crafting. Let's craft, shall we? Hand spinning. I failed. I haven't touched it. I had meant to kind of break it up into some little project bits last week when I talked to you guys, and I just never got around to that. And I focused instead on some other things. Knitting. What have I been knitting? I've been working on the Brickyard sweater by Elizabeth Doherty, and I made a little bit of progress. I think I made a little bit of progress this past week on this. Honestly, I did do this part. I told you guys that I was at a point where I was running out of yarn and I needed to cake up more. I don't know if I touched it beyond that. I didn't. I have my stitch marker exactly where I left it. But I got one step done. I really was very, very focused on getting a lot of other things done, and so this got no love this week, and it's not going to get any love in the podcast either. It's prepped. It's ready to go. This is going to get a lot more love this week. Maybe. I got other stuff going on, and we're going to talk about all kinds of things. I did get some crocheting done, and I am ridiculously proud of this. I have been working on the Through the Clouds shawl by Rachy Newin. It's a crochet project, which is really, really new to me. Yes, I learned to crochet as a child. Yes, I did some crochet as an adult, but I really had walked away from it. It's very one-handed, and it's on the hand that really irritates my shoulder. So I have to be careful about that, and that's kind of why I do a lot more knitting, is it balances out the workload, and it's a little bit less aggressive on my shoulder. But I just had never really found a knitting pattern that had grabbed my attention. See, here we go. Crochet pattern that had grabbed my attention and held it. And when I was up at Unwound at my last trunk show, my dear friend Janet, part owner of Unwound, had done this project, and it was so beautiful. I looked at it and I just thought, is that woven? What is this? It was very, very attractive, very eye-catching. And she, you know, informed me that this was crochet and I could do this, that this was easy, I could do this, I could accomplish this, and I had some doubts. I definitely had some doubts. I cast this on so many times, so many times. I think I will be able to cast on projects and get them started successfully first time for months ahead of me, because this one took so many cast on attempts. And I have finished it. I am ridiculously excited. I have to block it. I have to block it still. But here's where my last progress keeper was, right there. And I put on all this work this week. And these are some long rows at this point. This is half a row. It's from here to here. It's sizable, and that's what I wanted. I had added an extra skein on, and I changed up the striping a little bit from the prescribed pattern to get some extra size on this. And there I am. And I had a couple great suggestions about how to finish the edge. The edging was the most worrisome to me, just because I had never carried colors up in crochet before and changed colors through a pattern. So my edge was looking kind of rough, and I was nervous about that. I wasn't sure. I'm still not 100% sure on it. It's a hard thing to finish a rough edge. But I did. There's my edge. It does need to be blocked. It's still looking a little sketchy, and I have all my weave in still hanging here. I have woven in. I'm going to block and then snip my tails. But there it is in its entirety. I have finished this beautiful piece. I'm so excited. I cannot wait to finish blocking and doing off the ends and everything so that I can wear this. I think it is just going to be a wonderful piece all winter long. I love the color, I love the texture, I love how warm it is, I love how sizable it is, that wrapped around I still have nice long tails here. This is a beautiful project, and look at all the color I get out of it. I just am so in love with this. I have plans to crochet a second one, and I have all the yarns ready. I'm excited about that. I'm not going to start yet. I have other things. I have so many other things going on. As much as I want to dive in and cast on the second one, I need to wait a little bit, and I need to resolve some other stuff that's going on. But it's coming. The yarn is ready. The yarn is ready. And that was important to me. Was I wanted 4 colors that were going to be beautiful together, and I have them, and I have them all set aside. So if you're looking at this and you're loving this, I did change up some of the striping interchange. I did add a 4th color, but these are simple changes anybody could make to, you know, do or do not or whatever to make the same project. This is, again, Through the Clouds by Rachy Newin, and is available on Ravelry. It is a pay-to-play. There is a nominal pattern fee. Don't be afraid to pay for patterns. I know that I gravitate towards a free pattern, but more free patterns have reached out and bitten me because they either weren't teched, or it was something that somebody had made up and they put out in the public, but it didn't necessarily get a good edit. They wanted to share. They were being generous. They wanted to share. And sometimes math is bad. I make mistakes. I have typos. My math is bad. And you find that even on paid patterns. But for the majority, a paid pattern, you're paying that artist for all their creative time. And this isn't something you sit down and write in an hour. This is something that you swatched and you tested and you crocheted out and you wrote the instructions, and somebody went over those instructions and somebody else worked the pattern again, and lots goes into that. And it's not an expensive pattern. It's worth every dime, every dime. And I can say that as well about the Brickyard sweater by Elizabeth Doherty. Her pattern is so well written. The only excuse I have for not working on it last week was that I simply was busy. I love that pattern, and I intend to make a second one of those as well. So if you're going to be really sick of these patterns, because I'm just going to keep working them, they're lovely. This is going to get blocked, and if If everything works out, I'll get you guys a picture of it blocked out and out in public, beautiful, being worn. I am actually really, really proud of my edges. They are not great, but for somebody who's never done a crochet edge, I'm actually pretty happy with it. And I did one round and I went back and I put a second round on, and it really made all the difference. That first round was a little sketchy and a little bumpy, and the second round smoothed everything right out and I felt better about it. So yay, I did a thing. I finished a thing this week, and I will get that blocked. And yeah. I do have leftover yarn, a little bit more than I expected. I probably could have done another set with these two, but really I am very happy with the size and where I ended up. So these are either going to, I need to weigh them and figure out what I have for yardage left. I'm sort of tempted to make a pair of socks out of what's left over here, but I'm also really tempted, probably more so. I have a little bit of this and I have a little bit of the green. I don't remember where I put the green. I think it's on my desk. These are definitely going to make it into my memories blanket, my stained glass memory, my how to eat an elephant blanket. That's what I call that, which also really needs to come out of hiding. I feel really bad that I haven't made any progress on that. But at some point, whether it's the last scraps after socks or if I just plain add these in, I need to make sure that all of these colors end up in that blanket because I have such fond memories of working this project. And that's what that blanket is about, is those memories. So yes, project done, feeling really, really good about that. Set that out of the way because I got all kinds of things to show you guys today. Upcoming projects. So I'm designing a new pattern. It is a cowl pattern. All the photos of that, all the information of that, my process for that is all going to get blogged and posted over on my Patreon page, and that is going to be exclusive content. You are the only ones that have seen those yarns. You are the only ones that are going to know what's going on. If you're interested in following that process, come on over and check out my Patreon program. There are some great benefits to the Patreon program, including credits towards free yarns, as well as the option of trading in credits for coupon each month, or saving up your credits, like I said, for free yarn, and of course the exclusive content. I'm also planning on another project. I have a friend at work. She just got married. Congratulations, Stephanie. You made a beautiful bride. And as part of that, she also did her gender reveal for her pregnancy. And I'm actually ridiculously excited. She's having a girl. I feel like girls are easier to knit for. I shouldn't say things like that because I don't know. But my fantasy world is, I can make frilly little sweaters. Anywho, so I am, now that we have a gender, I'm excited that I'm going to be able to cast on a baby project. I'm ultimately thinking maybe a sweater. The baby's going to be born in early January, and at the same time, I think I'm going to knit maybe a 1-year size, because when you first have a baby, everybody buys newborn baby clothes and gives you all these wonderful gifts, and there's new baby clothes coming out your ears, and they grow so fast. They grow like weeds. So then you hit this lull all of a sudden, and of course seasons are starting to change and the baby's growing so fast that you just can't buy clothes fast enough, and it is her first baby, so she doesn't have other baby stock to pull on. But then all of a sudden you get this lull where people stop giving you baby clothes. And it's usually right around that 1-year spot. So I'm thinking, instead of giving her something that she can use immediately 3 times, I'm going to give her something that she can use in the future many times. But I don't have a pattern in mind yet. Want to help? I'm looking for pattern suggestions. I'm ultimately looking, I believe, for a a 1-year baby sweater pattern. I don't want anything crazy intricate. I'm not great with garments. I'm not great with garments, but I would love to have your suggestions. And so I'm going to have a little mini contest. You already know I've got drawings going on and the giveaway going on for the 3rd anniversary of the podcast, but I think I'm going to have a special little pattern suggestion kind of a thing. And the prize is going to be a 25% off coupon in my shop. So with the coupons, if I give you a coupon code and there's an item already in the shop on sale, that coupon goes on top of that discount. So if there's something that's 15% off on the store and I give you a 25% off coupon, you're getting 40% off. So if you have a great idea for a baby sweater that has a 1-year size, I want you to email me or message me on Instagram if that works for you, or leave me a message here on YouTube down below. If you happen to reach me through my blog and you're watching this through my blog, leave the message there down below. If you happen to see this through Ravelry, leave a message down below there. I will jump around, I'll check everything, okay? Because I'm jumping around checking everything anyway. So post the pattern name, the designer, a link to it if it's online for me. If it's in a book, maybe the book. And make sure I have a way to contact you. And let's run this through, let's give this 2 weeks. So let's pull this on the 21st. Let's do by September 21st. And again, that pattern is, that pattern, the winner is going to receive a 25% off coupon. And I'm not sure, I think I'm just going to pick my favorite. Whichever one I look at and I go, yep, that's going to be the one, that's the project, I'm going to do that, that's going to be the winner. I think that'll be a lot of fun. I love project suggestions. I always get to see the work of new designers. I get to see new projects that way, and it's always fun. I learn new techniques as well. So that's knitting, that's crochet, that's designing, that's upcoming projects. Dyeing. What have I been dyeing? I have been dyeing like crazy. I have completed my entire next trunk show. It's all on the drying racks, or it's already twisted up and photographed. I'm super excited because I'm prepared way ahead of time, which is going to give me a lot more breathing space to refine other things like my class. I'm designing a class for my trunk show this year, and the giveaways and everything else that I'm doing. So I'm super excited about that. I also got a few skeins dyed up for our September exclusive colorway, and I'm running behind, guys. I had meant to have a colorway for the whole month, and I had a stock issue I told you about last week. That's been resolved, and let me show you what our fancy colorway is going to be. It's not quite dry yet. It's still on my drying rack, so it's not in the store yet because I want to photograph it fully dried so you can really see the colors. But I'm going to try to do an exclusive color each month. And for September, and probably into halfway through October, it's going to be pumpkin pie. Isn't that lovely? It's got some warm orange tones in it, very pumpkin, very lovely, and some beautiful creamy tones. Maybe that's some hard sauce or some whipped cream on your pie, and some beautiful browns for the crust. I love this colorway. I'm so happy with this colorway. This is just yummy to me, and I will get this up in the store just as soon as it's dry. I'm kind of nervous even about twisting it because I really want it to dry well, but isn't that gorgeous? I just love this season. I love autumn. The fall colors are so beautiful, and this just resonates in those tones for me. So like I mentioned before, we're celebrating the entire month of September as my 3rd anniversary of my podcast, and I'm really, really excited about that. Every week I'm doing a giveaway, and this week is the first drawing for the giveaway. I've already drawn it. The way my system works, I'm doing it out of my shop because to qualify for the weekly drawing for a book, you only had to make a purchase of $10 or more. Every $10 purchase gets you an entry. If you happen to be a patron, you get double entries for your purchases. This week we are drawing for the Inspired Fair Isle Knits, 20 creative designs inspired by the elements by Fiona Ellis. I love her work. She does beautiful, beautiful organic looking stuff. Really gorgeous. She's incredibly clever. Her stuff is really, really beautiful. And this week's winner of the drawing was, I'm checking, Linda Cook. So your book is headed out to you. Thank you so much for your support. Next week, we're going to have Knitting the Chill Away. Everybody who made a purchase this first week, your entry is going to carry over and you're going to be part of the drawing on the second week. So you still have a chance to win one of the 4 books. This is next week's book, and I love the cover pattern. Isn't that beautiful? I just adore that. Maybe it's because it's in a chocolate brown color, which makes me very happy. Anything that looks like chocolate makes me happy. But there are a number of really beautiful, beautiful sweaters in here. I love a pattern book with sweaters. She has this is a collection. My apologies. This is not one particular knitter. 39 cozy patterns for the whole family. There's socks in here. There are sweaters in here. There are hats and scarves in here. It's really a beautiful, beautiful collection. And I'm super excited that I get to give this away next week. So again, how do you qualify? For the book drawings, for each week's book drawings, make a single purchase of $10 or more from Dye Monkey Yarns from my online store. We have sale pricing going on as well. Each week I'm putting different items in my shop on sale. If you have a coupon code of any type, that is going to add on top of the discount that's already in place. So if you have a favorite there, you're talking deep discounts. Here's your opportunity to cash in on that. Finally, at the end of the month, we're going to have a grand prize drawing. Actually, we're going to do it October 1st so that everybody has a chance to get in. To get into the grand prize drawing, you get 1 entry for every skein of yarn you purchase. Patrons get double entries. So if you are looking at the Patreon program and you're thinking that you might want to join up on that, even at the $1 level, there are benefits inclusive of double entries and a free pattern every month. You can get an extra entry as well by posting a picture or a screenshot of any Dye Monkey Yarn product to Instagram. Use the hashtag KUADPod3Party. It'll all be posted and marked down below for you. And use the @DyeMonkeyYarn so I can find your entry. That's very, very important. If I can't find your entry, you haven't entered. So please make sure you do that. And what you win, you'd like to know what you win. We have in the prize pack a beautiful project bag by Knitting with Attitude, 2 100-gram sport weight skeins of Teal Me Another One, which is a Dye Monkey exclusive. It is on my sport weight yarn. It's not available for purchase any other way. Stitch markers by Knitting with Attitude, 1 12-count box of the Dog Paw Mini Emery boards, and Dye Monkey exclusive logo glass. It is really a wonderful, wonderful prize pack. It's super adorable. I love her bags. They're so cute. And of course, the little monkey mug. And he's so hard to see in this light. Just a little glass. Wonderful, wonderful prize. This will ship out worldwide to whoever the winner is. There is no fee for me to ship it to you. However, the winner is responsible for any taxes, tariffs, or customs fees assessed by their home country. So you may end up paying a little bit something for it, but I promise you this prize pack is well worth it. If for any reason you want this to ship, if you have an entry and you want it to ship to an address different than the address on your order, because I am pulling these from your orders, make sure that you contact me or leave me a note in your order so that I know to ship it to a different address. Thank you. Next drawing is going to be on September 14th for the book, The Grand prize is going to draw again, like I said, on October 1st. That's kind of all the crafty stuff I have for you guys this week. I have kind of a funky extra, and I'm always curious about these things. My theme this week was ups and downs, and many of you noted that I'm not my normal self. I'm not. There's nothing particularly wrong. I'm busy. This is a happy time of year for me. I love fall. Fall has always brought me wonderful things. Whether I was looking for a new job, I always got hired in the fall, or learning something new. I used to love going back to school. The smell of crayons and sharpened pencils and the potential, writing on paper, the things that you'd gain and you'd learn, and the fun that you had, and the new people that you gathered into your life. And autumn is always a wonderful time for me. Sweaters, and I get to wear all my knits again. And I just plain old have a set of the blues right now. And those of you who have reached out to me and said, Jess, you're not yourself, you okay? Thank you. I love you, and I love your support. It comes and it goes, and this is who I am right now. I feel okay, but this particular bout of depression seems to be, I've got my gummy bear on. I've talked to you guys before about how this is like wearing a giant gummy bear suit. And for me to reach out and talk about it is always the turning point. As soon as I say, hey, I'm depressed, I start to get better. I've done it. It's going to get better. But it's so hard to reach out through this thick gelatinous, and it's so hard to get good back in. I actually feel okay. I'm actually very happy right now. It's just this weird kind of chemical imbalance that happens from time to time, and this one seems to be very much visible, but I don't feel it so much, which is kind of weird. But we're on the upside. We're on the upside. So things are up and down right now. My energy looks like it's down. I feel energized. I'm excited about so many different things. I have new patterns coming out. I have new colorways coming out. I'm ready and geared up for my trunk show ahead of time. My garden is, I'm in full harvest mode, so I'm really, really excited about that. I just have the gummy bear suit on right now. But in all this, I have found so many other people who can relate to this, who understand this, who recognize it on me and reach out to me and offer love and help and support. And I am so grateful for you guys. Thank you. I received a package just the other day, and I suspect this is from a friend. I know it's from a friend. I knew immediately who it was from, Sneaky Monkey. I haven't opened it at all. It is still fully sealed. And I fully suspect that, as I know my friend very well, that this is her saying, cheer up, and here's something wonderful to make you happy. And I asked her if I could open it, or if I should wait and open it with you guys. And she said, boy, I really love when you do it on the air. And so here it is. I'm going to open this up right here for you. My friend is a big fan of Archie McPhee, and I've done box openings with you guys before from this particular company. It's kind of like a gag gift company, and they have some of the weirdest, wildest, neatest stuff. And I'm kind of a fan. I love this stuff. So here I have the inner workings of Archie McPhee, company out of Seattle. And let's see what she has sent me. I probably should have brought a device by which to open said box. One moment. Good thing about being in my studio is I always know there's a pair of scissors somewhere nearby. So let's pop this open and see what madness awaits. I'm a little scared. Some of their stuff is pretty wild. Oh, I have a new catalog. Cool. I always love their catalogs. Oh, cool. There's some neat stuff in here. All right. So I have a Nightmare Before Christmas pencil with a spinner top here. See if I can get it to work. I have a Jack Skellington spinner. I'm not going to be able to do this. He spins and he goes up and down on here. That is super cool. Yay! I got a postcard. I get some Cowgirl lip balm. Always handy. Cupcake dental floss. Awesome. That is going to make me laugh every night. I love it. Frosting flavored. Super awesome birthday mini decorations. 8 awesome paper decorations for your birthday. I'm saving this. I am going to set this aside and I'm going to decorate for my birthday. That is hysterical. Cool. Very cool. I love these surprise boxes. They are too funny. An inflatable rotisserie chicken. Next time you have guests over and you are not prepared, just inflate a rotisserie chicken, always ready to serve. Their boxes are hysterical. The whole thing is a joke. Ingredients, expandable poultry. What a riot. Oh my goodness. I have to. I'm sorry guys. If this is so not your thing, I understand. But this stuff is hysterical. I have to see the rotisserie chicken. It is. It's fully inflatable. Look at that. The next time I ask John what he wants for dinner, and he says, I don't know, I'm pulling this baby out. And I'm just going to put it on a plate. And I'm going to walk away. Because nothing makes me crazier than when I ask my husband what he wants for dinner, and he says, I don't know. I have it. Here it is. There's my solution. Yes! As always, a mini rubber chicken. There you go, buddy. Oh no. Okay, so Archie McPhee has a collection of weird candies, and I have my pickled mints, and I have some fried chicken candy. I have a tin of fried chicken candy, which is amazing. It actually tastes like fried chicken. Some people love it. Some people hate it. I'm in the love it category. I think they're hysterical. They're delicious. And now, to add to my collection, I have vegetable candy. It is carrots, green beans, and corn. I'm hoping that they are individual flavors and not one candy with all 3 flavors. It looks like, based on the packaging, that they're individual. I don't know about green beans. Carrots I can sort of deal with. The corn, totally, I can deal with that. Green beans, Terry. Emergency beard guards. 3 sanitary guards. Fits most beards. Protect your beard from food. Protect your food from hair. Now, as a woman coming into older years and experiencing all the joys of early menopause, it's rare that a woman doesn't become a little bit hairier in these years. I don't know that I'm at the point that I need a beard guard. However, I can think of some people that really probably could have used these, and not particularly women, but I may just keep these for the next potluck at work and whip one out and hand one to someone. They'll either be horribly offended or they'll laugh. Oh, wonderful. This is hysterical. My 3D Chandelier air freshener for my car. I love this. This is hysterical. The scent of success. My car is old. It is beat up. It has a big dent in the back where I was attacked by a dumpster. This is hysterical. I am putting this in my car. I can't smell it. I'm not sure quite what success smells like. I think it smells like wool, but that is hysterical. I love that. That is wonderful. These boxes are a riot. All right, what else is in here? Strange Friends. He's a little mini action figure. I'm not entirely familiar with him. It looks like there's a collection of them. On the back here we have Maggie Squirrel, Roscoe Pug, and I get Yugi Pigeon. I think that's how that's said. And I have achieved Yugi Pigeon. That is hysterical. Super awesome postcards. This box is slammed full of stuff. I'm not ever going to get this all back in here. Your mail just got 972% more awesome. This book is a collection of postcards that are so awesome your head will explode. We're going to leave these packaged. From wizards to black holes to spontaneous human combustion, each card will propel you into a frenzy of ecstatic intrigue. Plus, the back of each card has amazing, super awesome facts like Abraham Lincoln once found a squirrel under his hat. Real or not? I think that I'm going to include one of these, with orders for as long as they last. The next 30 orders is going to receive one of these super awesome postcards with your order. That is hysterical. I love this. And they are just bizarre and weird and fun. I have a bizarre sense of humor apparently, but I think this is hysterical. If you are on that, you want to place your order soon. I also received Maggie Squirrel. I have 2 of these awesome action figures. Series 1 has a set of 3, so I just need to get Roscoe Pug. But I have Maggie Squirrel and Yugi Pigeon. And they have stories. Oh, they are hysterical. Terry, thank you. I love this madness. How in the devil? You have to have like an engineering degree to get this all in this box. There is no way. How did they pack this? For another time. Thank you. Absolutely thank you. This is a great laugh and I love these things and these just make me happy. Thank you everyone for sitting through the unveiling of absolute craziness and having a laugh with me if this is your thing, or just being like, oh my god, if this isn't your thing. And I'm taking my pencil to work. I love this. Maybe I can get him to go. I don't know if I can get him to go. He spins and he goes up and down. My little Jack Skellington. Anywho, that's my madness. Thank you all for sharing time with me. Thank you for your care and your concern and your emails and your love. It gets better every day. Thank you. I will see you all next week. Next week we have a drawing for that next book, so if you're looking for it, you want to make your orders soon, and you'll get a postcard. I love you guys. Bye.